Mariota's Titans.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would...
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stop, or at least you think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
It had to feel of something that they had planned for all week long. Hey, first drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them. And now defensively, they've got to be writing notes to themselves. In practice, work on fake punts right out of the gate because that was really unexpected.
Now they try the right side here, and they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And now here's a carry heading left. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out to kick is Janikowski. To return, here's Michael Campanero. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Gun. Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third and long here for Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. "34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Wilson on second down. Being chased out left. Out left side here to Bryant. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Dez Bryant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Out to kick is Janikowski. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down to
Dion Lewis. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Get a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Wilson, flushed out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away. Kevin Byard deep for Tennessee. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Second down, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. He's got a man, complete. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Now here's Suck about to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He completes it to Bryant. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he showed off the athletic juke Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Mariota. They will find the rookie from Western Kentucky, Taywan Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. A first down throw for Mariota. Sets up the screen to Lewis. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Lewis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Buying time. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I'd say the staff is up in the booth watching the game. They may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play action. Now Wilson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Acott's right sideline in some space. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 31 yards there and a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Shift together here from the D-line. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cliff Averill in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Back now in Nashville, it's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Wilson. Flush to his right. Room to run inside the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On 1st down, Wilson forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So a big two-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Back to it after the pick six. Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for two there, right? Up one, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Gets fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Bryant with a catch right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Complete to Bryant. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
A swing pass caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Corey Grant, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Wilson. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Wilson. eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And look at this, another fake. Look at the dance and the juke. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Janikowski now for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out to kick is Janikowski. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up third and long. Throwing is Mariota. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The catch made by Miller. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One last shot now for Mariota. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, Stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile,